I see it so much on Twitter right now, and we have no argument. Like, I don't understand why Tennessee fans are trying to call people out. It's like they forgot last year in our coaching search. And I'm just saying just be quiet. Just let the game come, because we're going to lose the argument. If we start talking trash, we're going to lose that argument, because they're just going to go 0-8. 0-8 in the SEC. Your coaching search was an embarrassment. You know, like, I guess that's my rant for the morning.
I'm going to disagree with Jay a little bit.
Get him, Swain.
There's nothing wrong with our fans
Get him.
talking trash.
Get him.
Because the fans have no impact on the game.
That's right.
No impact.
Zero.
What is David Long going to do? He's gonna print out a tweet from a Tennessee fan.
Really? Come on.
Really? Is that what you need to pump you up? You don't need that at all. The only thing missing from Tennessee is leadership doing their job and putting together a football team, a coaching staff that's able to go out there and win football games. Everything else is in place.
Whoever this clown was that called into the Swain show and said Tennessee fans need to stop talking trash, that dude can turn in his law card, for one, and for two, he can kiss my big orange ass. Do y'all hear that, dude? Did you hear that guy say that me, Tennessee fan, should stop talking trash? Oh, hell no. That's right. We're going from East Tennessee over the mountain into basketball country to show the basketball people and the no football playing northern hillbillies of West Virginia, because that's what I call them. They are northern hillbillies. They shouldn't be in the Big 12. Honestly, they should be in the SEC, to be honest. Because let's be real for just a second, football fans and life fans. We got some hillbillies in Tennessee, and I, for one, am one of them. I'm not ashamed of being a hillbilly. Now, hillbillies, they get stereotyped for being dumb and backwoods and toothless and whole kinds of other things. But we also get stereotyped for smacking that ass around. Not Ohio State type of smacking around. We're used to smacking football teams around, and it's been a long damn time since these boys have smacked anybody around. So I'm ready to get at it. So let me do that for a few minutes. What in the world is going on, college football boys and girls? Y'all might be wondering why old BVD is wearing a Tennessee jacket here in late August, when the temperatures are in the high 80s, low 90s in the southeast. Well, quite frankly, because it's chilly down here in the basement. It's cold in the cellar, and that's where Tennessee was last year. So until we get this first win under our belt, I've got to dress like it's still cold down here in the basement. We haven't proven a thing. Jeremy Pruitt has not proven one thing yet as a football coach, except for the fact that he's bald. And what do we know about bald head coaches? That's my guy right there, Kane Ballard. Kane Ballard is bald, and he's a badass coach. He wins football games. So Jeremy Pruitt is bald. He's going to win football games. Hey, look, I can't get on here and give you a bunch of stats about why I think Tennessee's going to beat West Virginia. Oh, wait a minute, let me back up just a little bit. So, this year, finally, Tennessee plays West Virginia. My dream matchup for the Volunteers. Stepdad always told me, son, if Tennessee and West Virginia ever play in a football game, we're going. Well, unfortunately, it's never happened before this Saturday. And unfortunately, it took so long to happen. I'm not going to be at the game this weekend. I was hoping I was. I'm not. But Tennessee's going to be there, and West Virginia's going to be there, and everybody, all the so-called professionals, think that West Virginia is going to come in and just smoke Tennessee. If you just go strictly by last year's record, it went 4-8. It was embarrassing. It was terrible. You know, the coaching search was a disaster. Tennessee, sadly, for the last 10 years or so, in some aspects has been a laughing stock of college football, but none of that matters. Just like 98, that shit doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter what happened 20 years ago. It doesn't matter what happened 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, or 100 years ago. None of that matters. The fact that Butch Jones's bitch pussy ass is not prowling the sidelines, and prowling the sidelines is really, that's a stretch. The fact that he was here and almost last year put our program in the toilet, well, I mean, how much more can you get toiletry than the worst record in history? And you can't blame Tennessee fans. We're hungry, man. I mean, we're hungry for a damn winner here. West Virginia, historically, you know, I heard these guys, these West Virginia guys talking about history, saying that Tennessee couldn't use that as an argument, and you can't. History and tradition has never won a single sporting event in the history of time, and they won't win this one Saturday for Tennessee. But let's talk about it, since that's things people want to talk about. All we can do in this case is look at Winsipedia. It gives you their national rank in several different categories, and for instance, Tennessee is orange, West Virginia is blue. The block in which Tennessee leads is shaded in orange. The block in which West Virginia leads is shaded in blue. You will note that there are 0 blocks shaded in blue. That's 0 as in none. The only one that's not shaded in orange is Heisman winners, and it's shaded in white because neither team has a Heisman winner, although everyone knows that Tennessee should have had at least one, probably, maybe, definitely 2, and possibly 3, if you count Heath Shuler. So all us Tennessee fans really have to go on this year, this week, leading up to this game, is what we think is going to happen. You can't base it on last year. I don't care what anybody says. What happened last year is what happened last year. That shit doesn't matter. Especially given the fact that Tennessee has a brand new head coach and a brand new coaching staff, a brand new attitude. Oh, and then these raspy guys bring up the whole Rocky Top versus Country Roads thing. Okay, by a show of hands, who in the hell even knows that Country Roads is, was, or will be a West Virginia football song? Nobody. Everybody knows Country Roads as a John Denver hit from the 70s. Now, by a show of hands, who knows that Rocky Top is the unofficial fight song of the Tennessee Vols, and it's recognized everywhere throughout the world as such? You can all put your hands down now. Thank you, we already knew that. So there's another one of your lame-ass arguments out the window, raspy dudes. I'm not going to sit here and tear down your whole video because it's just too time-consuming. Just know that my ears are going to whoop your ears' ass, and there's not shit you can do about it. West Virginia has no history and tradition. They got a little. They got what they want to think of as history and tradition, but they don't have it like Tennessee. They've never won a national championship. They've never been the winningest program in America for any stretch of time. Tennessee's done that several times. Not so much lately. I could go on and on and on about the history of this program versus the history of that program, but it's not going to do us a damn bit of good Saturday. What's going to do us some good Saturday is all these kids that everybody's been talking shit about since last year that wear the big orange is strapping them on Saturday and coming out and hitting West Virginia in the mouth, old school style, I formation with a fullback, a running back, and a quarterback that throws it down the field and runs when he has to. Who knows what we're going to get there. We don't know if it's going to be Garantano or Keller Christ. They're listed as co-starters right now, but who cares? I don't care which one of them starts. I don't care which one of them finishes. I just hope at the end of the day Saturday, the score is going to be Tennessee more, West Virginia less. And that's all that matters. I want Tennessee to beat West Virginia bad. I want us to beat them by 50 points. I really do. Probably not going to happen, but I'll take a 1-point victory because I want that passion that I still am full of to resonate throughout my YouTube videos. I want you guys to see that again. I don't want to have to get on here and scream and yell and throw shit and break shit, even though that is kind of fun, I'm not going to lie, and it's fun to watch, I hear. I don't want to have to do that shit anymore for y'all to understand the passion that I have for Tennessee football. At the end of the day, Saturday, about 6:30 or 7, when this ball game is over, I want Tennessee fans to walk out of the stadium happy and proud of the ass whooping that their team just put on West Virginia. And I want West Virginia's fans and coaches to walk out looking like this. That's from the movie Wrong Turn. Wrong Turn was filmed primarily in West Virginia. And sure, that was a fictional movie, but I've been to West Virginia. I've seen what lives in West Virginia. That's not a stretch. That shit could really be true. You may see some of these guys showing up at the damn game Saturday. But even if they do, it's not going to have any bearing on the outcome of this game. What will be the pride, the integrity, and the ass-kickedness of these kids wearing orange. The ones that are tired of hearing about how shitty they were last year, how there's no talent on this team, how Jeremy Pruitt inherited a bare cupboard. There's nobody on that team. Tennessee's talent's worst, bottom 5 of the SEC. Well, you know what? We don't know whether it is or not. It could be that these kids that are on this team right now, that were on this team last year, were just so downtrodden and tired of hearing all this garbage coming out of Butch Jones's mouth that they just threw in the towel and said to hell with it. Maybe that coaching staff just didn't know how to get them motivated to play the way they know they can play. The way I know they can play. So let's go, Tennessee Vols. Let's go down over to Charlotte Saturday, kick the living dog shit out of Will Greer and the rest of them West Northern hillbillies, and come back home 1-0 and ready to show this proud, great nation that Tennessee football is on its way back. And mainly, do it so I can get on video Sunday and not have to eat crow. Tennessee football will never be old to me. I will never lose my passion for Tennessee football. Go Vols! Screw y'alls! And mainly this week, screw these guys and let them know that on their way to college football greatness, when they found Tennessee on the schedule, they just realized they'd made a wrong turn.